Hey everyone, welcome back to Jaraoni, aka Ella's Tutorials, and today I'm going to be showing you guys 4 really easy, simple, smooth transitions, but they really add some spice to your edits. I'm going to be showing you guys simple zoom, but I'm also going to show you guys a bunch of other tutorials, like for those really smooth transitions you've probably seen edits, some of your favorite editors, and I use these ones a lot, so I hope you guys learned from this video, but let's get on to it. Okay, to start us off, you can see I have 2 clips, but right now I'm going to be adding Twixtor to my clips to make them look more slow. But I'm going to be showing you guys how to do a basic Twixtor. I don't know, I was just in the mood to show you guys. If you didn't know, you can skip this part a bit if you have your own Twixtor settings, but you just kind of change it to motion weighted blend and inverse with smart blend, which is what I do. And then the first keyframe 100, and then you can kind of mess with the speed as it slows down. And yeah, you can see the things I highlighted: motion blur, frame blending, just like that. And yeah, I just copied and pasted that, Command C, Command V, right into the other clip, and I just fixed the settings. So both of the clips have Twixtor. You can mess with the keyframes. They're not always going to look good. You can mess with frame rates. This is just simple. I'll make an in-depth tutorial on Twixtor soon, but this is just if you didn't know how to do just a simple Twixtor. Then I'm going to pre-compose both clips, and then we're going to start doing the side rotation, zoom out. Okay, so you add blur mode curves. Then you're going to add a few keyframes, rotation, Z-dist, and shift X. And you're going to do it towards the beginning and at the very end. And the first value is 1.5 for Z-dist. Then we're going to do 18 for rotation and 200 for shift X. And highlight them all and do F9 on your keyboard for easy ease. And then you can copy my graphs here. So yeah, you can just look at my graphs. I just honestly eyeballed these values. You can always change them. As you can see, like you can do different directions, but these are the graphs that I mostly use for my zooms and most of my transitions because I like when it goes a little bit in. So yeah, you would pull the right knob all the way down and you would pull the other knob straight forward. So it would go in a little bit, and then I'm going to reflect both so there's no black space. And now we're going to do the second half, but first I just changed the center value so it zooms into the right bottom-ish. Now you're going to add blur mode curves to the other clip, enable Z-dist, rotation, shift X, and go towards the end, not the very end, and then you would put more keyframes. And now you're going to do the opposite of each value. So it's 1.5, now it's 0.5, then negative 18 instead of 18 like we did in the other clip, and then negative 200. Highlight them all, F9 to get easy ease, and then just copy my graphs here. We did the exact opposite at the beginning of each transition as we did to the end of the other ones so that they would be very smooth. So yeah, just follow those simple things, then reflect both, just like that. And you have to change your center value, so you can go to the other clip and copy the exact numbers, pretty exact, and then I would just copy them exactly like that so it would zoom in the same spot to make it smoother. You can eyeball it, but I find this like much more smooth. So that's basically the transition. You can always mess with the values. You can change the directions by center XY. And here I'm just going to add some spice to it. You can change the opacity. This is what I do in a lot of my transitions just so it flows better. So you can copy these settings, but it's kind of like a fade thing. So it's like kind of blends better just so it's like black between them a little bit. And you can always add brightness just like I did. And I changed that to 100. And it kind of just like, yeah, it kind of makes it bright at the beginning and then it fades out just like that. And that's it. Next transition is a rotation zoom out. So I just did the same clips that already have Twixtor. You enable Z-dist and rotation on your first clip, just like that at the very beginning. And I put keyframes at pretty much the very end, and then I did 1.6, and the other value is around 80. You can do from 70 to 90, and you would reflect them, and then I highlighted them both and easy ease them, which is F9 on your keyboard. And you can copy my graphs here. I really like how it goes like in a little bit and then out. I feel like it just adds more motion to your edit, so there's not any like just dead like it's always moving. So yeah, I just did the same graph on both Z-dist and rotation, just like that. You pull the knob pretty down and take that one to the very right so it kind of zooms in a little bit. And that's the first half of the transition. Then you're going to do basically the same thing as on the other side. You always want it to like mirror back. So you're going to do keyframes there, and I did 0.5 and then -80 because I kind of like it to be a little bit less than the other one. I don't know, I just like it better. I'd easy ease both of them, and then you can copy my graphs here. You can always mess with the values, like if you want it to zoom out like more drastically, or if you want it to like be a minor zoom out or minor rotation, but this is how I usually do mine, and it's very easy. You can always play with these transitions by messing with the center values. I think I'm going to show you that. Yeah, you can like make it zoom out into the right. You can just change where you want the transition to be. So you can do this transition multiple times in your edit, and it like can be different variations. I'm copying the center values right now by just pressing on the other clip to just copy them. And see, this is another variation. I just kind of changed the center value, and it's like a swing. Next we have a zoom out slide thingy. So I enabled Z-dist and Y shift, and I put one at the beginning and one at the end. I kind of moved it though because sometimes I don't like it at the very beginning. I just changed a little bit. Then we did 1.5 for Z-dist. I messed up, and then -400 for Y shift. So it goes a little bit like up and then a little bit out. So then I did the same graphs as I've been doing basically this whole video. Pull it down, then pull it to the right, and you can see how it like goes up a little bit and then it zooms out. So yeah, well, I don't know why I played it back, because I knew it was gonna look bad because I didn't do the other graph. But yeah, you would just do the same graph, same thing for the other graph, like that. And then you're gonna reflect both wrap X and wrap Y, so you fill in the blank space. And then we're gonna complete the second half by adding blur mode curve, Z-dist, Shift Y. And then I did 0.5, 400, just basically the opposite as the other ones. Reflected them both early. Then I did a simple graph, just kind of like that. You can just kind of eyeball it like that, or you can do the exact same thing as me. And when we play back, that's it. Now I'm going to be showing you guys how I do my simple zoom outs to kind of like jazz them up. I just put Z-dist because it's a zoom out. I did 1.6. That's the value I usually do, or 1.5. It depends. And I just added it early to the other one, and then I did 0.4. So it's kind of opposite. Then I easy eased both, F9 on your keyboard, and then I did the same graph I've been doing the whole video, by pulling it down. You could also do like other graphs, honestly, but this is basically if you want it to look as smooth as mine. And yeah, just like that. And then I did the same graph for the second half as I've been doing in the previous transitions, just like that. Then I did reflect, and this is a very simple zoom out, but I'm going to be showing you guys how I make it look better. So some things, this is optional, but like I don't really like how plain it looks, you know? So first thing you can do is add brightness. You can add blur. I'm not going to be showing that in this video, but I might do it in another video. You just kind of keyframe it just like that, and then do 100 at the beginning, and take the other keyframe towards the end so it lasts a long time. So you can see how that kind of helps a little bit, but this is other stuff I do. I also play with the opacity, so I would do a keyframe at the end and a keyframe towards the endish, and then I would do 50, and then I would go to the next clip and start with 50 and end at 100 towards the beginning-ish, middle-ish. So like that. So it kind of, I don't know, I just think it looks better like that. And then another thing I do is I actually add rotation, so it like moves the clip a little bit. I don't know, it looks better like that to me. So I did -1 at the beginning and 2 at the end, and then I would bring that over to the next clip and I would do 2 at the beginning, just like that, and then I did -1 at the end again, and then you can kind of repeat that throughout all your transitions in your edit too. Like, it makes it move better. Okay, I'm going to speed this up in a second, but basically I got 4 clips together, and I'm going to be showing you guys how it may not look good as a tutorial for each transition, but when I add all the transitions together in one edit, you can see that it looks
Obviously,
so
it's
good.
my style, but
in my opinion, I'm going to be showing you guys how it's a mini watch me edit, I guess, because I'm just going to be adding everything you guys learned in this video into one segment of 4 videos, so you guys can see how smooth it really is. So yeah, I'm gonna be honestly just speeding it up now. I feel like it's too long, so you can always slow it down, I'm pretty sure, with the YouTube settings if you really wanted to see exactly what I'm doing, but I'm basically just doing what I've taught you in the video. So yeah. Okay, as we're approaching the end of the video, I'm going to be showing you guys the final product right about now, and thank you guys so much for supporting my videos, watching my videos. Honestly, it means so much that I'm helping you guys and that you're learning from my tutorials and I'm not just wasting my time. I really hope you learned something from this video. Tag me on Instagram at jaraoni, haroni, however you want to say it. And I really want to see what you guys use for my video in your edits, so just honestly tag me if you've learned something. Leave a comment, tell me if it's helped, leave requests, and here's the final product of this little mini watch me edit segment.